Hi guys, today I am tackling an area that I recently decorated, the very first version of this. I'll link down below, but here's the thing. It's been one of the spaces that just has not sat very well for me. For some reason, I pass by it and I'm like, it's just not right. I really wanted to attempt to do this space with decorations that I already had on hand. And so that was the goal. I actually really do like the bottom space and we'll go over all of that, but this top part right here and that piece right there, definitely that piece is too wide and I think it's just kind of throwing this all off for me. So I did a little bit of shopping at the at-home store in Hobby Lobby, which there is a video, so if you want to know where I got each item, that video is linked down below, because I always get a lot of questions on you know, where I buy the couch and just decor. It's in a video. I always share everything that I get with you guys, so I'll link that haul down below just in case you see an item in today and you need to know where it's from. So I do have some like extra decor sitting here on the side that I'm not actually going to be using. Like that farmhouse sign is really not for this area. It's just staying there for a minute, but it actually is going to go in my kitchen. But as you can see here, you know, this has been sitting like this and I'm just like, what am I doing with this? I put a candle in the middle and I didn't like it. A yellow candle or an orange candle. I'll show you. So I found this orange candle that I've had for a really long time and I put it in the middle and I was just like, nope, that's not doing it for me, sis. So I had to get rid of it and I just kind of kept it like this for a while. We're just gonna go ahead and get started. So this bottom section here, I really love, and I don't think that we're gonna change this at all. So this was stuff, you know, that I pulled from decor that I already had on hand, and I really like how I staged it. The one thing that I did different that wasn't in the first video was that I added some greenery back here. Just to put some green on this side, and then I had green over here. I just thought it was missing something extra back there, so that's the only thing that I did. Alright, so we've got the surface cleaned and you can see that we are pretty much on a blank slate, right? So the other thing, I just feel like mentioning this again, the reason why this is not centered with the wall itself is because I wanted to center the mirror with the table. I didn't want the table to go too far because if I did, it was gonna really cut off some walking space. That's why this is so close to the light switch, etc. So yeah, now let me show you what we're gonna do up here. So I've shown you guys this is something that I like to do. I like to lay things out on the ground just so that I can see what it will potentially look like on the wall, and that way I'm minimizing additional holes and things just in case I, you know, get it on the wall and I don't like it. So I really loved how I did the butler's pantry, which here it is. If you have not seen this video, I'll also link it down below. I have all of my home makeovers and all of that stuff in a playlist, so if you just kind of want to go back and see, they're all there. I wanted to do this similar concept with the shelf, the greenery, and then something above it. And I wanted to do a similar concept in that space because I just really love the style. But instead of doing a sign, we're gonna do a scroll piece, and then yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and get this up on the wall. All right, so here is what we have. It kind of looks lopsided from this direction, but there we go. And I think it looks better already. So here they are, and it's this beautiful light brown wood within the dark, with the dark metal candle holder here, which is just, it's perfection for my decorating style. I was originally thinking of adding them to the shutters because I didn't want to use more wall space. I thought that if I did that, it would look, I don't know. I just thought that it would look nicer, more compact, cozier, and cleaner, I guess, if I just layered them here. All right, I tried several methods, and this is the one that I have come up with. I have to actually screw in a nail or a screw into one of these little shutters, so I had to measure it out perfectly because I kind of only get one shot. And also, if I were to remove this, then I have these holes on the shutters, so these are basically going to almost be like permanent fixtures on this thing. So let's get this hung up and see if it works out. And that is what it looks like, which looks really lovely because I like that it's breaking up all of this white on the shutters and the trim. So we're gonna do the exact same thing on the other side. All right, so here is the finished product of adding the sconces to the shutters. I think it's really beautiful, and it breaks up that white again because even the walls are white, and it just adds more depth, dimension, and layering, which I absolutely really love. So with that done, we're gonna move on to this section, but we will be adding some LED candles to those a little bit later on. So let's focus on this top part and see what we come up with. All right, so I'm gonna be playing around. I really don't know what I wanna do on the tabletop space. This is how I kind of figure it out. I don't always nail it in one go. I don't know if I added this in the clip earlier, but I did do a mock-up off camera a couple days ago once I bought all of the new decor, and I just wasn't really liking what I was doing. So let's see what happens in this one. So this is the piece that was up at the top, but I really like the darker metal color. I like combining all of that together. And let's just see what happens when we keep it right here. It might be too much, we might move it, but let's just see. I'm gonna add this back to the center, and I'm gonna add this hurricane back to this as well. This was also part of that decor haul, and it's the same eucalyptus, I don't know if that's what this is. It's the same color and plant that's above there. Ah! Okay, so it looks like that. I really love it so far. Might be a little much with this in the back, but I actually tried this without anything back there, and it just kind of looked like something was missing. So I'm finished for now, and let's go ahead and take a look at it. I absolutely love the top space. This is probably going to be one of my signature styles that you'll see throughout the rest of the house. I'm going to do it again in the kitchen a little bit later on. And for now, I just added these little candles, but I'm going to get some thicker ones. Absolutely love that, and I love that the frame is white and this is the dark. It just really worked. I didn't even know either. When I bought this stand, I didn't know that this was the picture I was gonna put in there. I just knew that I wanted another picture. And I'll do a before and after, and you'll remember that I had those huge picture frames of my daughter, and I was just like, no, those are too big, they're swallowing up the space. So I feel like that one works really well. So let's go ahead and remove this piece and see what that looks like. As you can see, I just feel like something definitely is missing back there for me. I just think that the gap between the table and the mirror, I'm not sure about it. And maybe this piece isn't the right piece. Also, one quick thing before we go, but I put the lamp over here in this little section. I don't know if it's the right move to make, but I think that having a lamp over here is actually really pretty and makes it really cozy. There's still just enough space on the table to add a drink if I'm sitting there, you know, reading a book or like a cup of tea or whatever. I think it works out really well. I think it's really cozy little nook area over here. But this is it, you guys. I feel like this is definitely a step up from what was happening before. Definitely. There could be a chance that I may, you know, play around with the tabletop and do something with that. Maybe I leave it and I love it, you know. I'll need a couple of days to just, you know, live in the space, walk by it a few times to see how I feel. I started editing this video, and between the time that I was filming it early this morning and editing it, I've been kind of walking by, and I think this piece right here, for some reason, is actually bothering me the most. I don't know why, but it's just not working out. So we're gonna fix this little corner area and see what we can do. All right, so here is the update. Vote in the comment section, let me know what you prefer. I grabbed these from this other section that was in the dining room, and I stood them upright. We've got some light wood here that has like the white detail of chevron, and then this pretty aged like seafoam green color. Just, I don't know, the different greens, I'm kind of liking it. And then I brought these two pieces up forward. Don't know if I'm gonna redo that little bit again. So I don't know, just let me know. I just feel like for whatever reason, this sign was throwing it off for me. But let me know, do you like it with this? Do you have any other suggestions? That piece back there, let's remove it one more time and see what it looks like. Because as I was editing, when I took this piece off, I thought, you know, I was like, that's not too bad actually without it. So, I don't know. Do you think without it? There it is again. It's the wrong piece, I think. I think the fact that it goes up too high is a little competitive with those sconces, but the color of that dark metal is right. It's almost like it's lovely to see something back there, but it's just going up too high. So, but I'm just gonna include it anyway in the before and after photos, but I was editing and I said, nope, gotta change that. So that's the end. I'll see you next time.